In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use the All-In-One SEO Generator 2.0. This is by far one of the most powerful template on WordRocket because it not only allows you to generate text and SEO optimized content, it also allows you to combine that with custom images baked into the article using OpenAI's API key. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing that you want to do is enter in the blog post topic in which you would like to write about. For example, let's say we wanted to create an article about how to open up a coffee shop in Toronto. And let's say our target keyword was open a coffee shop, right? That's going to be the keyword in which we'll be optimizing this article around. Now, when it comes to choosing your AI models, this may change depending on when you're watching this video, and there may be better models out at that time. But for now, my top recommended model is Claude Sonnet 4. Then secondly is Gemini. I believe Claude and Gemini and OpenAI, of course, are always going to be the top models when it comes to writing, but I prefer to use Claude Sonnet 4 or Gemini 2.5 Pro. So we're going to use Claude Sonnet 4. We're going to then enter in our word count. We're going to leave this to about 3,000 words. We can choose our article type. So I want this to be a little bit more informational. We're going to make it a little bit, let's do conversational. I want it to be a little bit more lighthearted. Intended audience is going to be for business owners. That can be our intended audience, but you can obviously change that to whatever you like. You can also add a custom outline. So if you wanted to allow the AI to follow your custom outline, you can add your custom outline in this section here. We can speak from the first person perspective if we would like to do so. We can include stories and examples. We can also include custom HTML elements baked in along with the custom images as well. So you can see we can really create a very unique article by using these presets. So now we're going to go to our image settings. We're going to generate images. Now I always recommend to paste in your OpenAI API key. Because sometimes it doesn't register and it will just generate the text. So always double check and paste in your API key. We're going to generate, let's go and generate 3 images, and that's going to be including a cover image. Actually, let's go ahead and do 4 so you can really see the power of this model. So we're going to generate 4 images. It's going to be 5 in total because 1 is going to be our cover image. So we're all set to go. And just before we go ahead and click start generating, as with all of the templates, you can scan your sitemap, right? And you can include those internal links throughout the article. So you can toggle it on or off, and we will include those links throughout the article. You can also select your content language. So if you want to use a different language, you can click through those presets and choose a different language to generate the content in. To change your sitemap, just enter in your URL /sitemap_index.xml, click scan sitemap. As you can see, it will scan that new sitemap. You can include that sitemap throughout the article. If it doesn't work, you can try a different format and scan it and it will work. Very, very simple for you to change your sitemap. So now everything is all set up. We can just go ahead and click generate content. Sit back and relax. It will take about a couple of minutes because we're going to generate the text and then it's going to go ahead and generate the custom images. So we're going to have custom SEO optimized text with internal links baked in whatever content language you prefer, with baked in interactive HTML elements and custom images and custom cover images all in one click. Once you give it about a couple of minutes, your content will be generated. As you can see, you get your title here and you get your cover image that's baked into the article itself. And this is why this is one of my favorite templates, because all you have to do is copy over the markdown and paste it into your website. And I'll show you exactly how to do that shortly once we go through the actual article. So again, we get our cover image, how to open a coffee shop in Toronto, your complete guide to brewing success. We get a nice cover image here, looks really good. Picture this, it's 7 a.m. on a crisp Toronto morning and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee fills your cozy shop as your first customers stream in, clutching their wallets. This dream can become a reality, but let's be honest with you, learning how to open a coffee shop in Toronto, as you can see here, we've included that target keyword right at the beginning of the article, which is good SEO practices. right? So we definitely are optimizing this article for that specific keyword. Again, we see open up a coffee shop in Toronto. That's the keyword. We get a key takeaway here, a nice, beautiful image of a coffee shop in Toronto, location, success. This is our key takeaways. That is going to be the first major sort of just key takeaways that you're going to get for the article, which just summarizes everything in the article very easily. Understanding the Toronto coffee scene, the competitive landscape, neighborhood dynamics, legal requirements and licensing. And we had a nice list here. Food accessibility and parking. And then if you remembered, we chose to have a custom HTML element embedded within the article. And again, I'll be showing you how to embed that onto your website. Coffee shops in Toronto, We're just going to scroll down. Again, get some nice lists, nice emojis. It looks really good. And we get the baked in images again. So these images are baked in, right? As you can see here, it is a little bit cut off. That's just a problem with OpenAI. And we are trying to improve the prompts to make sure that the images do not cut off. And again, let's scroll down again. AODA compliant, Toronto coffee shop. We get a nice sort of floor plan of what that will look like. Again, and these are all custom images. So these are not images that you're getting from Google. These are custom made images to really increase and improve the overall quality of your article. So here is the full content. And then if we scroll below, we'll see the generated images. We can simply click download and it's going to download all 4 of those generated images, or you can download them individually. And as you can see, they will be downloaded onto your computer. So you can download the images very, very easily. And if you wanted to, you can copy over the markdown. And if you head over to a tool like Markdown to HTML Converter, so if you paste that in there, we can see that the content will be automatically converted with the actual images themselves. Now, if you're using WordPress for your CMS, then you can simply paste in that markdown, right? I just pasted in the markdown and it automatically converts onto your WordPress site. And as you can see, it looks beautiful. Again, images, text, everything's SEO optimized. The only thing we're going to have to do is then optimize our doc type HTML code. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to copy over my code because this is not an HTML block. So it will not show the HTML. So we're just going to copy this over. We're going to remove it once again. Let's scroll back up to where it is or where it's supposed to be. We're going to remove this block because it's not a code block. So delete. And then we're going to add a new block here, which is HTML. And again, this may be different for your specific website in which you're using. Then we're going to hit preview. And as you can see here, we can preview what this will look like. And as you can see, it looks beautiful, right? Look at this. Toronto coffee shop startup cost calculator. So you can calculate the cost it will take you to start a coffee shop based upon the shop size, location type, renovation level, the equipment package, the POS and technology, furniture and decor, the legal and operational. You can calculate your estimated cost, right? This is beautiful and it looks really, really good. It's in a really nice theme. It kind of goes with a coffee shop and it bakes in so well within your article. So as you can see here, you have images, you have SEO optimized content, you have emojis, you have a baked in custom HTML element. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, we'll also have our SEO meta title and our SEO meta description that you can then embed or update onto your page. If you're using another CMS, like let's say Webflow, you want to go ahead and add a new blog post. And you'll need to copy over the content when it's converted into HTML. Head back to Webflow. We're going to paste in the HTML. We cannot paste in our markdown right away and it will convert. So that's the only thing you need to keep in mind if you're using. And then you'll need to copy over your code again, right? Copy over your code. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to add a new block. So we add a new block, HTML embed, and you paste in your code. The best way to copy the code is actually going to the blog post and copying over the actual code from the blog post. And then again, we're going to head back over, we're going to paste in that code, save, and publish your post. And we're just going to preview this very quickly here. And we're going to publish the post and preview to see what it looks like. So this is our images. As you can see, it looks really, really good. And here is our HTML element that we got back. and then we get the rest of the article. So those are two ways in which you can upload your content. It's really going to be dependent on the website builder in which you're using, but it's very simple. All you have to do is copy over your markdown content. As you can see, the images are already going to be baked in there. We're going to save these images for you, so you don't have to worry about these images ever being removed. These images are going to be saved permanently on us. So all you have to do again is just copy over your markdown, paste it into your website. You can download your images separately if you want to use it separately. But the all-in-one generator is a very, very powerful tool to generate text and images all in one.